Shalom, we praise Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Rakhtah Yahweh, Rakhtah Yahweh Shai, upper numbers unto the elders, GMS. My name is Amathqam. Quick review based on the movie Xmen I just watched. What you would see during that movie, one of the things you would see in the movie was the governments or the elites and the military having a meeting, to come up against the so-called mutants, which really the mutants would represent the Israelites, because a lot of these movies are based on the Bible, and they try and manipulate certain scenes to entertain the people, the public. But a lot of these events that you see happening in the movies are really straight out of the scriptures. One of the scriptures that came to mind was Psalms 83, and I'll read it now. That's Psalms 83 and 1. Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee, which you see a lot of hate against the mutants by the humans, especially the elites, have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, which were the special people, see into Deuteronomy 7 and 6, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So during that movie, what they were trying to do is basically what the scripture just said. They tried to cut off the so-called mutants or the special people from being in remembrance, man, and try to genocide their race, because that represents the pride of Esau, because he believes that that's actually possible. And, they put a twist on it, trying to show as if we can all get along with the other nations and live here peaceably among them on the same level in equality and so forth. When that's just madness, man. Every person, every nation had a time to rule, and it's just so that it's the so-called white man's time is up, and he don't want it to be up, man. But tough luck. This is second Ezra 13, and start from 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. So that represents civil war, right? Nations will be fighting against each other, the public, all sorts, mass hysteria. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen, which I shewed thee before, and then shall my son be declared. See, what you saw is in that movie, you had one person who could go into the past and see what was going to happen. So they was like prophets. They could see what was going to happen before it happened, so they could plan ahead. Shall happen, which I shewed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascended, talking about Yahushua. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another, and in an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together. Just like in part of the movie, middle towards the end, you had the generals and the few of the audience in the public being the audience, clapping, and people in the media, people at home probably celebrating that they've got these not drones, but I forgot what they call them, sentinels. And basically these people see these sentinels and thought it was a good thing for them. So then ultimately that's they ain't gonna find no kind of machine or any technology that's going to save them from Yahweh Shai. And the Most High, the day of vengeance burneth in Yahweh Shai's heart, man, like the scripture says. Um, and when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle that they have one against another, and an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. But he shall stand upon the top of the mount, on top of the Mount Zion, and Zion shall come and shall be shewed to all men, being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest a hill graven without hands. And this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations, which for their wicked life are fallen into their tempest, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts and and the torments. So you saw the fear strike in their hearts when they saw the opposition and the power that was against them. They was fearful, man. And they was just ready about to die because they was what? So they was defenseless. Because the Most High gave them the power and the abilities to create and the science to create these things, but it's only for their own destruction. With that, I'm going to say shalom.